everyone. I'm Kara Minniear. This is ShellPoint Today for Wednesday, July 2nd. On today's show, we offer a special focus on caregivers. Dr. Nancy Spencer tells us about a bi-monthly support group designed just for caregivers. We learn about the new manager and the new location for ShellPoint Home Care, and Janine Hammond talks about the new day respite program now underway at the Arbor. But first, we want to make sure you know about some upcoming Health Connection classes. Spanish by Motion is a unique class that exercises both mind and body. You do simple motions while reciting easy-to-learn Spanish words. It's the most fun way to learn a new language. The first session of Spanish by Motion happens tomorrow at 12:45 p.m. in the Island Health Club. And then we have a unique 6-week workshop called It's All About You. This program is for people who have chronic health conditions of any kind and teaches you how to positively deal with those conditions. Based on research done at Stanford University, this program is offered by Lee Memorial and is coming to ShellPoint next week. The first class takes place next Tuesday, July 8th at 1:15 p.m. in the Manatee Room on the island. To sign up for either of these Health Connection classes, call the Island Service Desk at 454-2282 or the Woodlands Service Desk at 454-2054. Another new program that begins this week is our Day Respite program. This is an opportunity for caregivers to leave their loved one with trusted ShellPoint staff at the Arbor, giving them a few hours to get away for themselves, take care of their house, or take care of their own needs. And because this is ShellPoint, participants stay active throughout the day, including planned activities and meals. This program is available now for any ShellPoint resident to take advantage of by calling the Arbor at 454-2292. We talked with the head of our case managers, Janine Hammond, to learn why someone should take advantage of this service.
Hi, I'm Rita Southern, the Director of Assisted Living here at ShellPoint. I'm very excited to be meeting with Janine Hammond today to talk about our Respite Day program here at the Arbor. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. It's nice to come together and talk about this wonderful new program. I think we're all excited to see this new level of service being rolled out to our ShellPoint residents.
Absolutely.
Talk a little bit, Janine, about who this program is aimed at.
This program is going to be great for our residents in independent living that are caregivers for spouses that need a little extra support during the day so that the caregiver can get out and maybe go grocery shopping, or if they need to get to a doctor's appointment. Perhaps it's been a while since you've made it to the tennis courts and you really enjoy doing that. And you need someone to help take care of your spouse for you. The Day Respite program at the Arbor is going to be a fabulous opportunity for that person to get out, to be involved in some activities, to have some socialization, have a meal with other people.
I'm sure you and the case managers see this day in and day out, but we oftentimes are concerned about the caregiver. They carry a pretty heavy load of responsibility. Tell me a little bit about some of the times that you see this as a positive tool for that caregiver.
It helps to relieve the challenge that the caregiver is struggling with, perhaps, in being the only person that's caring for that individual. I think that it can be positive for both people involved to have the opportunity to get out of the routine and to engage with other people, to get involved in some activities, and for that caregiver to get out and do the things that maybe they haven't had the opportunity to do in a while, that they really need to kind of refresh themselves, and they might come back with a different perspective after having a break.
Everybody needs that break. Everybody needs to take a little bit of time for themselves. So this is a good opportunity for the caregiver to take that time.
Absolutely. You get so wrapped up sometimes when you're taking care of someone else that you forget about getting to the doctor yourself. And it's important for you to have those regular routine exams, as well as have the opportunity to make the doctor's appointments for things that might be going on that you really need to discuss with your doctor. They won't be very much good to the person they're caring for if they're not doing well themselves.
When I think about the day respite program, and I think about some of the activities and some of the functions that we are looking at planning for our participants, for our program participants, I look at how is this going to be different for that person on a day-to-day basis. Try to compare, if you can, the day that a participant might have in the program. What does that look like?
Mm-hmm. Well, I hear from a lot of residents in independent living that when you're a caregiver for someone, one of their main concerns is that the person that they're caring for doesn't have a lot of stimulation and lands up sleeping a lot of the day. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that that's going to be happening in the day respite program, because there are going to be a lot of things going on for the residents that come to take part in that, whether they're playing Wii sports or doing a jigsaw puzzle or playing a game, whatever might be something that they would enjoy being involved in, they're going to have the opportunity to do that. So that stimulation is going to be a real positive part of the program for the residents that come to take advantage of it.
I've oftentimes heard from caregivers, my spouse sleeps all day and is up all night. Yes. And I know when we've been planning, it's been a real focus of ours to make sure that while we're going to offer opportunities for rest, obviously, but that we really keep that person stimulated and engaged, so that when they go home, they're tired and they sleep when they're supposed to sleep, and the caregiver themselves can get some rest as well. So yes, very exciting, absolutely. Very exciting.
I think it's going to be a wonderful opportunity.
If you're interested in more information about the Arbor Day Respite Program, please call 454-2292. Pat Turner is our resident relations rep at the Arbor. She'll be more than happy to talk to you and provide you with all the information and details about the Day Respite Program. The program is available Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. We're happy to offer half-day programs in addition to the full-day programs. Half-day programs are available for $27.50 for a half-day without meal, or $37.50 including the meal with the half-day program. Or if you'd like to stay for a whole day with the respite program, $60 a day would be the fee for that. Please call us for more information on this wonderful program. We're very excited to be offering to our Shell Point residents.
Of course, day respite isn't the only option for caregivers. If your loved one needs a bit more intensive attention, then Shell Point Home Care might be the best option for you. Home care offers all sorts of options for one-on-one in-home care, from a few hours at a time to 24-hour-a-day coverage. We recently talked to the new manager of Shell Point Home Care, Terri Bystedt.
Hello everyone, I'm Steve Minniear, Vice President of Healthcare Services here at Shell Point. And today I want to introduce you to Terri Bystedt, our new Home Care Director here at Shell Point. Tell us a little bit about yourself and some of the background you have in home care.
Well, a little bit about myself. I spent most of my adult life in Switzerland as a nurse anesthetist and on the Swiss rescue team, where I enjoyed amazing rescue services and rescue adventures.
Were you rappelling down the side of the mountain with an injured skier or something under one arm and being the real heroine?
Yes, I was. I was rappelling down the mountain, roped down the mountain, laying on the Autobahn in the middle of snow, disappearing for minutes in rivers. It was really exciting, but 14 years ago I came back to the United States and went directly into home care.
For the folks that have never heard about Shell Point Home Care and the services we might offer, can you just share a bit of what we do?
Yes, we'll define home care. Home care is when you have an aide or a companion or even a nurse or a licensed practical nurse, whatever you should need, come to your home and care for you in the privacy of your own home. Helping you with your activities of daily living is what we call it. It's bathing, as far as brushing your teeth, doing your nails, shaving, getting you dressed, bringing you to the table. Let's say you broke an arm or something and you need help with that. That's what we are here for. It's called hands-on care. We also do a nursing assessment that's clinical. We find out about your medications. We find out about your diagnoses, of course, all private, but we know about you so you can feel comfortable.
We also offer some services for someone who is perhaps contemplating that they might need some help down the road for a loved one who perhaps they are caring for at this point in time. That's peace of mind and some other services like that. Could you explain those?
Yes, I'll explain. Peace of mind is when we have a couple and one is basically the main caregiver for the other. If that caregiver should become ill or need to leave, we are available to come in and replace that caregiver. If that person who is being cared for becomes sick, we are also able to take care of that person as well. But the main reason for peace of mind is to support the caregiver.
So we find out, we come in and assess that person needing the care early,
Right.
so that we know everything about them when that immediate need arises.
Exactly. I'd like to stress the importance of being signed up, whether it be for peace of mind or now and then. I'll explain now and then as exactly what it sounds like. Now and then, you need us because you're going away, you don't feel well, you need to go shopping, you can't drive. It's just now and then. We also have regular caregiving. We give care on a 24-hour, 7 days a week basis for some of our clients. We give care for 2 hours a day. So it is we are just so flexible.
Tell us a little bit about what you believe related to Shell Point's home care services and why we would like our folks to consider using our home care services.
Well, first of all, our home care employees are Shell Point employees. That means they have the attitude of respect and caring because they are part of this community, and they bring that attitude especially to their clients. Another aspect is that Shell Point is able to fulfill a need or a request much, much quicker than any outside agency. We have information if you should really be sick. We have information about your health, where you live, who you live with. It's an automatic aspect, and I can point out that one time last week we had a call at 4 and were able to staff it for 24 hours at 5.
It is, as you said, a Shell Point employee. It's someone that we know has been schooled in the Shell Point culture, caring, serving, satisfying. They're covered by our insurance, the liability standpoint. And most importantly, if the resident is not happy or has a concern, they can call you and you deal with it. So Terri, I see now that home care has moved and we're in a different location than we were before. So can you tell us where we are, how folks should get here, and then the phone number to call when they want home care services?
Okay, we're still in the pavilion. You can just walk over to us. You have access to us. You will see us if you look into the window, and you're welcome to come in at any time. Our telephone number is 239-454-2242. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to call.
So again, when you're out walking by the lagoon and you get near the back door of the pavilion, that's right where home care is. Come right in, see everybody, see the new offices, and we'd love to have you. So give us a call when you need our services.
So we've got a day respite program, and we have a home care staff to help you care for your loved one. But here's a question: who cares for the caregivers? Being a caregiver is not an easy task, and those who undertake this role need to attend to their own needs so they can best serve their loved ones and themselves. Our behavioral health department hosts a caregiver support group so that they can share tips with each other and encourage each other. This group meets every other week, with the next meeting happening July 15th. Here with more information is Dr. Nancy Spencer.
I'm I'm Mary Franklin here today with Dr. Spencer, and she is the organizer and the doctor behind the Caregiver Support Group that meets monthly here at Shell Point. For more information about the Caregiver Group and times and locations, you can check your Shell Point Life. Towards the middle, there's always a support group page, and that information is there. Dr. Spencer, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
You run a fabulous support group because caregivers don't often take care of themselves. And so it's important that they learn how to take care of themselves so they can give to their loved one, correct?
Correct, absolutely. We have a fabulous support group, but what makes it fabulous is not the leadership, but the residents who come and participate. It is a time for people to come and feel free to discuss troubles that they're having at home in a comfortable, safe environment where they can pick up tips and knowledge on how to better care for someone with a memory problem.
Okay, and your support group's a little bit different than some of our traditional support groups here at Shell Point. It's a therapeutic support group. What's the difference?
Very good question. One of the things that I do that's different than a resident-run group is I am a clinical psychologist with knowledge and expertise on how to help people who are suffering through different experiences. Therefore, this is a therapeutic psychological support group in which I employ strategies to help the residents better care for themselves.
Okay, and so they're required to sign up.
They are. Residents do need to contact me prior to participation in the group. We often conduct a short interview to make sure that the issues are in line with the group that's existing. It's also a group that we use a Medicare charge for.
Okay.
And that is different than a resident-run group, and we do that because of the knowledge and expertise and all of the treatment planning that goes with the group.
Okay, but is there a copay for the individual that attends?
Typically, Medicare pays 50% and the secondary insurance does pick up the remaining 50%. However, everyone's plans are different, so each person might have a different copay. I do encourage residents to contact Shell Point Medicare Billing and ask them those questions ahead of time if there's concern.
Okay, well that is good. Thank you for all of what you do. I have personally talked to some residents that attend your sessions, and they look forward to that week or that time during the week that they get to spend with you.
And I really look forward to the group as well. I myself has blossomed in the caregiving support leadership role just from the knowledge that I've gained from the residents that have come and really do share and support one another. And that's the other really nice thing about this group is I'm there as a support, but it's a peer group in the sense that you might learn something from one of the other residents who is going through the exact same experience at the same time.
Wow. It's important what you do, and if you are a caregiver looking for a little bit more support, this would be a great session for you to attend. But don't forget, you do need to sign up for this support group. You can give Dr. Spencer a phone call, and her phone number is 454-2043. I'm Mary Franklin, along with Dr. Spencer. Make it a happy and healthy day.
It's now time to review all of Wednesday's happenings from Resort Services. Then, after your Academy news and menus, stay tuned for Village Church Connections.
Welcome to the Happenings segment of Shell Point TV. My name's Bev Chandley. I'm here with Leslie Brand, and we're going to go over the activities we offer through Resort Services for you today. At 8:45, we have Lily & Company Jewelers here for their weekly jewelry service at the Resident Activity Center. At 9 o'clock, we have Jurassic Travel. They'll be in the egret room on the island. 9 o'clock, we also have round robin doubles tennis at the tennis courts. And we also have at 9 o'clock the watercolor group with Phil Hilton. That'll be in the art studio on the island. At 9:15, we have card making and scrapbooking group. They meet down in the tarpon room in the tunnel. And 10 o'clock, we have the ladies' Bible study in the Osprey room. 10:15, the iPad users will have our walk-in clinic. That's in the Computer Teaching Center on the island. It goes from 10:15 to 11:45. Also at 10:15, we have the Model Yacht Sailing Club. They'll be at the Woodlands Lake this day. We have a Health Connections class at 11:30, specifics in cardio conditioning. That'll be in the Health Club, and it's currently full. Here's Leslie for your afternoon lineup.
Thank you, Bev. At 1 o'clock, we have chess in the library lounge on the island. 1:45, Health Connections, Balance and Mobility Training Level 1 at the Health Club. That class is currently full. 2 o'clock, Pottery DVD. It's Texture and Surface. This will be at the Pottery Studio on the island. 3 o'clock, Bible Study in the Community Room of King's Crown. 3 o'clock, Health Connections, Pilates Stretch at the Health Club. Also at 3 o'clock is Memory Care Group at the Behavioral Health Medical Center on the island. Sign up is required. 3:30, Health Connections, Aqua Agility and Conditioning at the LifeQuest Aquatic Center. Indoor bocce will be at 4:30 at the Health Club. And to end the day at 7:15 is Prayer and Praise in the Social Center on the island. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you have a fun-filled day. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Terri with your Academy information for Wednesday. At 1 o'clock, we have So You've Got Windows 8. Now, what are you going to do with it? Taking place in the Computer Center at the Woodlands. Sign up is required. Tomorrow, we have a new class. Actually, it's session 2 of What We Learned Wrong in Civics with Norton McKnight of Lucina.
Menus for Wednesday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is rotisserie chicken with JoJo potatoes and asparagus. The dinner special is the pasta buffet for $12.95, and the soup of the day is minestrone. In the Island Cafe for lunch, the special is a tuna melt with chips for $7.25. The dinner special is fried shrimp for $8.25. Dinner specials in the Palm Grill are steamed striped sea bass for $16.95 or barbecue shrimp for $13.95. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Hi, I'm Randy Woods, and I'm here today with Glenda Stephenson, our church administrator, and Glenda's been overseeing the project of Renew and Refresh. As you know, the renovation project at the church is going on. It's been 2 months now since they started May 1st. Here it is, early July. Tell us, Glenda, how are we coming along with the project of the renovation?
Well, I know folks have really appreciated the updates and the pictures because it gives them a little glimpse of what's going on. This morning in particular, we had lots of noise.
Yes, it was very noisy this morning. The beeping, the sawing, the hammering.
Yeah, they've been reinforcing that back wall on the back of the stage, and so putting some new framing up there, metal framing, cutting that. And so we've had lots of noise this morning, which lets us know that work is in progress, and that's comforting. So much of what's taken place thus far has been harder for us to see because it's been up in the wiring above the ceiling, and it's been the mechanicals of all of this. But 2 months into it now, some of that is beginning to come together. It won't be long, and we'll actually be seeing new light fixtures go in the auditorium, and that will be exciting.
Yeah, it is interesting because I hear the noise and I look out and I can't see that anything's happening. Yeah. And the guys work so hard, and I was talking with Jim, the electricians, and I said, I hadn't seen you all day. He's been crawling around up on the scaffolding, fixing the wiring, and I know you're working, but I can't see anything yet. And it's that infrastructure, the mechanics of the project that takes so much time.
Which is critical, and that is the first step in all of this, is to get that done, because obviously before we start painting and laying carpet and doing all of the cosmetic things, we want that infrastructure done.
So the back wall is being strengthened so as to support what we're calling sound diffuser boxes. And that will be a nice wooden panel that will go on the back wall of the stage. Of course, the stage floor is being updated and changed.
Right, that will be totally new. And that'll be nice.
And they've done some pretty significant cutting in the concrete to provide conduit for electrical support for new outlets around the perimeter of the sanctuary. And that's going to be really helpful just for the various programs that we have, that there are more electric outlets available to support.
Right. We've been very deficient in that regard, and it's hard even to plug coffee pots in the auditorium if you want to do that. So this will be very helpful. They've actually done some wiring for some sconces on the sidewalls as well, and had to channel through concrete for that. So we are seeing some progress in those ways. Once they get through with this stage, the progress that's visible will be much more dramatic.
Yes.
And we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, we look forward to having the project complete, but rest assured we appreciate your support and just the flexibility with all the programming and changes that we're doing, but continue to pray for Renew and Refresh, that as a church, as the building is done, as a church, as a community, we will continue to know God's provision for the workers and this whole project as it comes together to completion.
We're about at $975,000 of the $1 million goal.
Wow.
And we're so grateful for that. We're grateful for the way our people have accommodated all the transition with all of this. They've just been wonderful.
They really have. Well, thanks for your leadership and just coordinating the details. So keep praying, and we'll look forward to another report. And it won't be long. We'll see some pictures of things that really look pretty and not just so mechanical.
Exactly.
Well, thanks again. You have a great day, and we'll look forward to having this project complete in the near future.
We're glad you joined us for today's show. Tune in tomorrow as we learn how the senior fitness test can help you choose which fitness class is right for you. We'll also tour the home of Al Park, who downsized when he moved to Kings Crown, but still managed to decorate his home with beautiful artwork. Until then, this is ShellPoint Today for Wednesday, July 2nd. I'm Cara Minniear. From all of us here at ShellPoint TV, we hope you have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.